شبابا قد أنابا وإلى الله استجابا.
يا إخوتي هيا بنا نسلك طريق الذاكرين. ومضى
والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. Our talk today is about Ramadan. And I picked a hadith describe the situation of the Prophet ﷺ in Ramadan. Every Muslim likes to know what the special thing the Prophet ﷺ used to do in Ramadan. This hadith was narrated by Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And listen to this beautiful hadith. عن ابن عباس رضي الله تعالى عنه قال كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أجود الناس وكان أجود ما يكون في رمضان حين يلقاه جبريل وكان جبريل يلقاه في كل ليلة من رمضان فيدارسه القرآن فلرسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم حين يلقاه جبريل أجود بالخير من الريح المرسلة. Wallahi, this hadith is beautiful hadith and also show how the Muslim should be in Ramadan. Ibn Abbas described the Prophet ﷺ and he said that Rasulullah ﷺ was the most generous person. But in Ramadan, he used to be more generous than any other time. When Jibreel used to meet him, and Jibreel used to meet the Prophet ﷺ in every night in Ramadan. What does he do with the Prophet ﷺ? يدارسه القرآن. Yani the Prophet ﷺ read on Jibreel. And maybe Jibreel reads on the Prophet ﷺ. And when this happened, the Prophet ﷺ is more generous than the wind. What we benefit from this hadith? When we look to the ahadith of the Prophet ﷺ, we find there is a connection, there is a link between Ramadan and the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All of us know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ فِي لَيْلَةِ الْقَدْرِ. Yani the Quran was sent down in the night of power, in Laylatul Qadr. And not only the Quran, even the previous books Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down. The Prophet ﷺ said, أنزلت صحف إبراهيم في أول ليلة من رمضان وأنزلت التوراة ل6 مضين من رمضان والإنجيل ل13 خلت من رمضان وأنزل الله القرآن ل24 خلت من رمضان. Subhanallah. Yani the Suhuf of Ibrahim was sent down in the first night of Ramadan. And the Torah after, in the sixth night, or after the sixth night of Ramadan. And the Injil after the 13th, or after the 14th night of Ramadan. And the Prophet ﷺ said, and Allah Azza wa Jal sent down the Quran after the 24 nights of Ramadan. This doesn't give you an indication that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose this month to reveal His words. This month is a great month, the greatest month of the year. And the ulama said, in this hadith there is a word. And Jibreel, the Prophet Ibn Abbas said, وَكَانَ جِبْرِيلُ يَلْقَاهُ فِي كُلِّ لَيْلَةٍ مِّن رَمَضَانَ. So the ulama said it is recommended to spend the nights of Ramadan in reading Quran. Not as many people think, we should all just read Quran during the days of Ramadan. No. The Prophet ﷺ used to read Quran on Jibreel in every night of Ramadan. If you want to follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, use the nights of Ramadan for Quran. And this is what the great scholars understood. Az-Zuhri radiyallahu anhu, rahimahullah, he was a great imam. He said, when Ramadan comes, there is nothing except reading Quran and feeding the poor. Zuhri is a great imam. And his advice to the ummah, and when Ramadan comes, we stop doing everything except reading Quran and feeding the poor and the needy. Also, Al-Imam Malik used to do that. Al-Imam Malik, every one of you knows Al-Imam Malik. He was a great imam, a great faqih. He used to stop teaching people and giving fatwa in Ramadan and just read Quran. They look to Ramadan as a great opportunity for them to learn more from the Quran. Not just read, read and take the ahkam from the Quran. Also, Al-Imam Ahmad, one of the four great imams, he used to stop teaching during Ramadan and read Quran. So wallahi, don't stop if you're doing even nafil ibadah. The ulama said reading the Quran is more important than the other things, even the dhikr. So the Prophet ﷺ chose reading the Quran because it is the best thing you can do during the Ramadan. Subhanallah, the best time reading the best words, and meeting the best companion. This is what happened to the Prophet ﷺ. Yani he is the best creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he used to meet the best angel, Jibril alayhi salam, in the best month. And this what affected the Prophet ﷺ more. He was the most generous, but when Ramadan comes, he becomes more generous than the other days. So don't waste your time, especially with haram things, especially with the TV. Today I heard a word from one scholar, and I was amazing with this word. And he said about the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, من لم يدع قول الزور والعمل به فليس لله حاجة في أن يدع طعامه وشرابه. Whoever doesn't stay away from الزور, from lying, there is no need for him to leave or to abstain from eating and drinking. And that this scholar said, and most of what given on TV is lying. When you sit before the TV and watch, you are watching lying. And this will affect the reward of your fasting. So please, this month, change your life. Change your life completely. Maybe in this month you can train yourself how to be a good Muslim. And subhanAllah also, as I said in the beginning, there is a connection, a link between the fasting and the reading Quran. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned both of them in another hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said, الصيام والقرآن يشفعان للعبد يوم القيامة. يقول الصيام أي ربي منعته الطعام والشهوات فشفعني فيه. ويقول القرآن منعته النوم بالليل فشفعني فيه قال فيشفعان. So the Prophet ﷺ said, fasting and Quran, reading Quran, will intercede for the servant the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah. The fasting will say, oh my Lord, I prevented him from eating and from the desires. Allow me to intercede for him. And the Quran, the reading Quran will say, I prevented him from sleeping at night. Allow me to intercede for him. So the best thing you can do in Ramadan, what the Prophet ﷺ used to do with Jibril, reading Quran. Reading Quran. And when you read Quran, try to judge yourself if you are following the ahkam of the Quran. If you are living according to the Quran. If your akhlaq, according to the akhlaq mentioned in the Quran. This is how you benefit yourself and improve and increase your iman. أقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم وأسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن يجعلنا من المنتفعين المهتدين بالقرآن المنتفعين بالصيام. صلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.
يا شبابا قد أنابا وإلى الله استجابا، إن من يرجو الثواب لا يبالي بالصعاب.